What's up, everybody? Welcome to Off the Top with Eric Paris and Red. I am one of your hosts, Eric, and joining me tonight are
your boy P
and your boy Red.
What's up, fellas? Holiday weekend. How you guys doing?
chilling. Get done grilling.
It's pretty slow motion on my end, bro. So I ain't really tripping on shit. Just got off of work. The mall is finally at a good 70 degrees. The last few days been 98 and 82. But yeah, that's about on my end.
I hear you.
Napping too.
Napping.
Oh yeah, catching up on sleep.
Man, hit the gym this morning at 7:30. I was like, never again.
Bro, that's the best time to go to the gym. AM, beautiful.
That shit was packed.
Really?
Hmm.
It is the weekend. My gym normally have 2 people in the gym that early.
We got all the cardio freaks in the morning.
Yeah, around here the best time to go is like at night. If one of the gyms are open at night, there's a couple that will stay open late. Like
the one on State Street, they 24/5 now.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah.
Damn. What 2 days are they closed?
No, they open. They just not open 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. What about you? Talk to me.
It's my nephew's birthday week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, nephew.
23rd. So yeah, he's been up. We've been doing family shit. Saginaw is actually pretty popping right now. They got that Memorial Cup going on, the hockey tournament for junior hockey. So that's pretty
what's
cool.
up.
Yeah. Like today, we didn't do it. We were talking about doing it, but they had like a big food truck thing in the Dow event area. There was like
you gotta hit that up, bro.
30 food trucks out there just chilling. So
yeah,
there's a lot of events going on this week up until I think next week is when it ends. But yeah,
I think they come down here then because we got the Grand Prix. Well, I don't know if it's the Grand Prix.
Yeah. You got the Detroit Grand Prix coming up.
Yeah, we got that. I'm gonna go there for the first time in my life. They got a whole bunch of rave little get-togethers going. A lot of DJ contests over this weekend. And we still got the Thai Food Festival every other Sunday.
Right.
So, a lot of shit been getting going on.
Do they still got the Soul Food Festival?
I haven't seen one, bro. I haven't seen that or a jazz festival in a while.
Yeah,
I think the jazz festival is coming.
They got them in Chicago and maybe Ohio, but they've been going to Chicago for the most part for the Soul Food Festival.
Yeah, I remember last time I went, I was a kid, and I remember my most memorable moment is when my dad had ordered a hamburger, and the hamburger was about this thick, and I remember taking a bite and straight red in the middle. Oh my god! I was like, I know y'all lying, and I knew that as a kid. I was like, this don't look right. And I still, oh man, that hurt my feelings.
Didn't forget it.
Nah, that was a core memory. I think I was like 7. That was a core memory crazy. For sure.
Did that make you stop stop liking burgers or some shit?
No, I didn't trust thicker meats. Pause. But you know, like how those thick cowboy steaks that be at restaurants.
Yeah.
Like you know how they sear them on the outside, but be raw in the middle unless they throw it in the oven. Mm-hmm. That I just grew up like, no, if it's too thick, you gotta prep it way different. You gotta do a reverse sear. You gotta throw it in the oven first and then sear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if that thing comes out of the kitchen after like 5 minutes, like there's no way that you cooked it.
No way in hell.
I remember that I got burnt one time when I was.
You gotta use protection, bro.
Remember T-Dubs? I call it. Remember T-Dubs that used to be by SVSU? Yeah. I remember I got a hamburger from them because we had like SVSU meeting or whatever at my job. And I remember taking a bite into the burger, and I was staring at it, and I didn't want to make a scene, but I was just staring at it, and I kept showing everybody. Mind you, I was the only black person, so I'm showing everybody. I was like, "Bro, is this raw?" And they were just like, "It looks good to me." I was like, "Hey, waiter, take this shit back, bro. Throw that shit in the oven."
Well, now you got me. Now you got me thinking. Was it just not well done? Because
no, it was pink. It wasn't.
Yeah. Which level of pink though?
Pink, like still like ground up pink,
like red right out the package.
Yeah, like they literally look like they just put it on the stove for 3 minutes, and then
just
put
got
it.
the outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no,
Well, no, because I'm saying that like there are some people
They like medium rare.
But guys, we've officially hit the 1 year mark with Off the Top with Eric Pierce and Red. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Yeah.
Right.
Let's give you the accolades, Mr. Editor.
Yeah. Editor extraordinaire.
Fuck all that. No, like I was telling you guys before we were recording, I was going back and looking at the archives of the old shit. And episode 10 is when we made the jump to video, because before that it was audio only podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We've definitely had a glow up if we do a side by side.
For sure.
We definitely have a glow up.
Yeah, better cameras.
Yeah, it's amazing to see like how well like we've definitely grown, like as far as how we're able to do a podcast. Because I remember before we were stressed and like, oh, what are we going to talk about, and now we can just jump in this shit with no script and be like,
for
hey guys,
sure.
how's it going?
It's 5 topics, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's cool to see the growth. Looking forward to it. Happy, I'm glad we got the year under the belt, and let's
100 subscribers.
Continue going.
Yeah, we had 103, I think, last time I looked on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, we're getting it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, just see what the next year bring us.
We're gonna have the gold plaque, silver plaques right there.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, this poster gonna be replaced.
The silver play button.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, if we get one, I'm going to a different room. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta spruce it up, get some flowers. Say these my flowers, like how y'all got y'all in the background. These mine. I just gotta cover up this light right here.
I'm feeling.
That's funny that the plaque is like, might have to get a new room for this.
Yeah.
We elevated, baby.
We're gonna kick Sonny out this motherfucker.
But yeah, it's cool. I'm glad we've gotten this far. Looking forward to the episodes in the future. Like we got a handle on it now. Like we know how to do it. There's nothing surprising us anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
We got this. Okay, so I'll go around. What have you guys been doing? Because we really haven't we can only play Call of Duty so much, but we know that we watch and play other shit. What have you guys been? I'll start with James. What have you been watching? What have you been playing? What have you been listening to? Like what's been on your kind of vibe lately?
Okay. I've been watching Dark Matter on Apple TV.
Okay.
It's like if every choice you make splits off and make another alternate reality, like the multiverse,
right. He
developed a box that can do that, but he needed a drug that can turn the mind off completely, so it won't. So it allow all the possibilities to flow, type shit. So that's been pretty good. Like for some reason, they get in the box, they close the door, they take the drug or whatever, and then it like just shows you billions of doors, and whatever could have happened happens. Like if the world ever got blown up, that happened. If it ever hit an ice age, that happened. And that shit been pretty good to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Honestly. Yeah. Besides that, I've been watching The Warriors since it's on Netflix now. Yeah, love that shit.
They blew up over there.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm just into some Asian movies right now or shows. I just finished Brother Son. That shit was amazing. So
I heard of that one.
It's really good over there. So then I had to go. I need another, Asian character lead. Tough guy type shit. Went straight to The Warriors. I'm like, oh, they showing the fuck out on this show. Yeah. So doing that. Just downloaded the supposed Call of Duty killer.
Oh, actually,
Yeah. And just downloaded Tekken 8. So I'm gonna be playing a few different games, later on this week.
I hear you.
That's about it for me.
What about you, P?
I mean, as far as video games, basically just Call of Duty. But I've been watching the NBA playoffs since it's in the conference finals now. So that's getting pretty well, at least the West is pretty interesting. The East, we already know the Celtics going to the finals. So,
what about the ladies? How they doing?
Their season kind of just kicked off. They only 5-6 games in.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark got her first win last night or night.
Congratulations for her.
That's kind of the big story coming out of the WNBA is a lot of pieces coming out saying the WNBA players are kind of dogging Caitlin Clark a
I
little bit,
seen that.
and then you have former players and other athletes saying they're not dogging her. It's just a competitive sport. It's not serious like
Get
that.
your panties out of bunch.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, like at the end of the day, we're talking about the WNBA. That's huge for them. But like,
Yeah,
I never would have been discussing it this late into the year. You know?
yeah, yeah. And I was going to say, I feel since it's so new for the WNBA to be getting this much publicity,
Right.
it's new for the athletes to how to respond to so much spotlight on them. Because usually, like, I wouldn't even know the season would have started into the finals, and
Right.
then like when the finals go, then it's like, oh, somebody won already. So for the season to first start and they got this type of spotlight on them, they probably don't know how to handle it just yet.
Right.
But also, they are, I wouldn't say talking shit, but they more so jealous that it literally took a rookie for them to get charter flights and stuff like that, and getting all these ads and stuff like that. So some people got like an animosity towards her. It's like, no, we've been playing for years, and then you just got this nobody coming in, and now the whole league want to change.
I
So
wouldn't be mad though, because at one point, you know how some people was mad about why they got the all the news on the white girl that just last game and the black team is the one that won.
Right. Yeah.
And I was hearing a few people try to use the race bait, and I'm like, bro, there's a lot of white girls already playing that game, so you can't use that right now. You feel me? I just feel like, because this happened to me before, right? I've been in the store and I've done good numbers by myself. Everything's pretty solid. And I hired a motherfucker that was LeBron, you feel me? And he helped the store shoot up. And we end up getting we won so many contests. We had the trophy in the store. We won free shoes. I was happy for that shit. I would never look at this little motherfucker like, oh man, you taking my shine, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Where the fuck you come from? Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's
you know.
that's because you're secure in
Yeah.
your abilities. Like if you've been playing this game for 10 years, you almost out the door, and then you got this, in their eyes, a nobody coming in, and now we getting this shine. Like what happened to all the other 10 years I've been playing?
Yeah.
Because they're still competitive too. And it's not
Okay.
like she coming in and, beating making the world by storm. She getting her ass whooped. Like she had
Mm-hmm.
one,
Yeah.
I think she had two 20-point games, but she
She,
basically getting her ass tore up.
yeah, she is on a garbage team. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's the Indiana Fever, I believe it is. Not a big
Mm-hmm.
market. Not like like there's only so much you can
Shit,
do.
I heard
But
they had the number one pick like 3 years in a row.
yeah, they're
So
basically the
Oh,
Detroit Pistons of the WNBA.
oh damn. I was
yeah, to
about to
put
say,
in
if you
perspective,
get number
yeah,
one pick, that means you're the worst team, right?
Typically, yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I
I've been
learned that from
seeing.
you guys.
I've been seeing a pretty good mix though, because I think like both your points are kind of right. Like you are going to have some people that are thankful that she is bringing the shine to the sport, and respect her for that. But when it's time to compete, it's time to compete. And that's completely fair.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are going to have people that have that chip on their shoulder, like, bitch, what why are you
Yeah.
so special? You can't do that shit here in the league now. And like again, it's a competitive sport. Women are going to feel how they feel in regards to what gets them the access to the charter flights and that kind of thing.
and
But
then Angel Reese, she haven't been holding her tongue in the whole situation either. So
yeah,
I've been seeing that. She
yeah,
been
she was
cutting
like,
up.
"Oh yeah, at least we got to win, and then just take one person." So
mm,
she throwing subs, but it's obviously directed towards the number one pick.
yeah, it's
Mm,
cool though. I'm interested to see
I
how
like it.
they go in a couple years.
Bad glove.
Will we still be talking about Caitlin Clark in 5, 10
Right,
years?
right.
Don't know.
This is
Well,
like the bad girls club of the
yeah,
NBA.
yeah. Honestly, I feel like that would do wonders. For like
Yeah.
mic'd up story. Like I feel
Yeah,
like people.
Man, I
because
need that.
because
Yeah,
every year in the NBA there's a storyline.
yeah,
So now it's time for the women to get their storyline, whether it's
yeah.
drama or not. Drama
Mm.
makes sales.
Yeah, you
Like
are right, James. We need that bad girls club.
Mhm.
We need them flying out average Joes.
Man.
hmm
Yeah.
uh, but yeah. So besides the sports thing, I had just watched Acrimony by Tyler Perry,
Okay.
and I remember it coming out. I thought it was shit like a couple years ago, but it was 6 years ago. And I remember watching it with 25-year-old eyes. Now that I'm 31, my opinions on it kind of changed. So I just wanted to see if you guys watched it.
You got to think about everything he did, right?
Well, hold on. Explain the movie to me because I have no idea. Like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
So basically, Acrimony is a story with this married couple.
okay,
Uh, the man in the relationship, he was a college graduate. He's super smart, and the whole premise of this movie is him having this idea, like a battery idea. I guess it's some in the grand scheme, it's something that's going to generate a lot of money. So it's like
some new
renewable
technology.
energy type shit.
Okay,
Um, so um, Taraji P is the wife, and throughout the whole situation, she was supporting her husband as he was trying to get his dreams off the ground. He never worked, so her mom had ended up passing, and the mom left them with a lot of money. But he convinced her to use the money for his dream or whatever.
funding his thing. Yeah,
Yeah, so the house is going on. So just say 20 to 30 years have passed. Now they're middle aged,
damn.
and his dreams still haven't got off the ground. Their house is about to get foreclosed, and the Taraji P, her family came in and was like, "What are you doing with it?" Basically calling him a bum, deadbeat. You know
Yeah,
that shit ain't gonna never get off the ground. Whatever. Either kick him to the curb or you know, not you're not about to lose our parents' house.
yeah.
Grand scheme. So the husbands of the sisters convinced their boss to give him an advance. So he was going to help do like a delivery drive or whatever. So the guy, he was, at, I guess, met with some girl at the law firm who had connections to the guy that he wanted to sell his idea to, and originally he got offered $800,000. So a little time skip, they weren't messing with each other due to him having to work and all this stuff. So she was saying that I know my husband. He's a very sexual person. He haven't touched me in over 3 months. I believe he's cheating. So while the dude was doing his delivery sales, the girl had met him for coffee, but her purse had fell in the truck. So the sister, who's pretty much the owner of that little truck company, saw the purse and told the sister that, hey, another bitch was in this truck.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and check him on it.
Feeling the flames of cheating. Yeah, yeah.
So over the 30 years of them struggling and them losing all the money and all, I think it was like $1.2 million
God,
that was
damn.
left. And for them to be dirt poor at this point, 30 years later, I could, but before I get my opinion, a lot of time had passed. He turned down the $800,000 because he felt that his idea
Was worth more than
was
that.
worth way more than that. So when on top of her already believing that he's cheating, they got a divorce. She kicked him out. So for 90, so between the time that he was kicked out uh, to present day, 3 months had passed. So he was basically in a homeless shelter for 3 months. So they finally signed the divorce papers, and then the girl that who was helping the guy um, get his shit off the ground brought him a check saying, "Hey, my boss said this is his final offer, and the final offer was $75 million." So the big thing was he didn't want to sell the idea to the guy for 800,000, and he was going to lose his IP
Yeah, yeah.
license to it.
100%.
He wouldn't get like residuals or anything like
Yeah,
No.
so after the divorce, I don't know what happened, but I guess the guy really wanted that because he said his idea was gonna bring billions to the company,
Yeah,
and you
like
ain't about to just
100
give me,
billion.
you ain't about to just give me pennies. So
that. Yeah, yeah.
she must have did something behind the scenes over that 3 months, and he really wanted the idea, so he gave him a check for $75 million, plus he get to keep the license, so he keep getting royalties for it.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, Taraji P and the guy's divorced. So that being said, she was still hating him over that time period, and she had another guy at that time too. So within 3 months, she already fucking another guy. So what he did, he felt bad for the situation. So he cut her a check for $10 million and bought the house back that was foreclosed and gave her the keys back. But now at this point, she dumbfounded. She like, my sisters convinced me to leave your ass, and now you finally hit, and now what I'm supposed to do with this check? Oh, the life that you have that you promised me. Oh, I'm about to go. I'm about to go ahead and get right back in that. But by this time, he's already moved on, and he's moved on with the girl that helped him.
Oh, so she tries to get back with him,
Yeah,
or
so she
or
tried to
she
get back
wants
with.
to get back with
Yeah,
him.
she
Okay,
wanted to get back with him, but he already moved on with the girl that helped him get that money. So over the course of the movie, it's giving definitions of like what's that? Like the episodes of grief or whatever, like dealing with death.
the 7 stages of grief. Yeah,
Yeah, it did something like that, but it went from normal to deranged basically. So it's a spectrum. I don't remember all the words that they use, but
right.
throughout the course of the movie, Taraji P, she started to get insane about the situation because the life that he promised her for 30 plus years, this other bitch is reaping the rewards now. So she keeps seeing, oh, the wedding dress that we were supposed to have, she wearing it. Oh, the boat that you say you're gonna buy, you got that for her. That big ass skyrise house, oh, she got it. Why is this girl living my life?
Right.
So to jump forward towards the end of the movie, she basically got on the yacht and shot him because she was like, either that bitch jump off the boat or
Oh,
shit.
if I can't have you, no one can, type of thing.
Basically.
Okay.
So in the end of the movie, she ended up dying. If you're gonna watch it, I ain't gonna spoil how she died, but
Okay.
overall, a lot of stuff happened, and with my opinion, when I first saw it, I just thought she was flat out crazy. But before I go, I'm gonna let James take back over with his opinion, then I get mine. 'Cause I got two
Okay.
sides of the story now.
So I'm gonna say she was never flat out crazy. You feel me? Because the girl, you missed a key point. The girl who he cheated with in college is that girl, the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
lady.
yeah. I forgot about that. Yep, yep.
Yeah. So Taraji looking at it like you fucked this bitch before. You cheated on me and I caught you. You feel me? And now she's back at the end as the wife. I mean the brand new wife with the whole life I was supposed to have. I
Mm-hmm.
get why somebody can be mad. You feel like you were playing in my face the whole time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all got to take accountability for our actions. You feel me? If you decide to take care of me, I'm grateful. I'm gonna be honest, I'm grateful as fuck, and that's why he gave her 10 mil. You feel me? You can call me a bum, or you can call me dedicated to my craft, whatever you want to call it. I was focused on this, and you knew I was. Now, should he got a part-time job in the middle? Yes, he should have. Very true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to say, uh, I did times 10. Like, of course, it's grief. It's a lot of drama. You you feel like I did a lot of wrong stuff to you, being lazy, not being a provider. I get that. I fully do. You feel me? But at the end of the fucking day, it was your decision. You could have left me a long time ago. You feel me? And I feel like eventually he was gonna get there anyway. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it might have took a little bit longer, but something of that magnitude that's gonna make you hundreds of billions of dollars, you was gonna make it either way it went. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I lost a house. Damn, I fucked up. I told you I was gonna get it back. I promised that, and I did get it back. And I gave you 10 million on top of that. You feel me? After you was fucking. True enough, I cheated when we was in college. I could give a pass in college. We young. You feel me? I can give a pass in college. You know what I'm saying? But as an adult, you divorced me. You was doing all the fucking.
Hmm.
I
No,
wasn't.
they wasn't divorced yet. Within those 3 months when he was in the homeless shelter, they were still married, and she had moved
Oh,
on within those 3 months. Since she was fucking with before they signed the papers.
Okay.
okay.
So
So
he in
he
a
was
homeless
fuck.
shelter, and she over there fucking.
Yeah, and the crazy part is the dude she was fucking, she hated him. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
like him. He wasn't pleasing her at all. He wasn't doing nothing that the husband did. So now she started regretting it. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? And,
If I can interject with something, because I have never seen this movie,
yeah.
but based on what you told me, I would kind of be inclined to lean toward the woman's side, because realistically, even though like the divorce paper signage and all that, and with the amount of time, like the $10 million in the house, she realistically she would have been like fuck that, I'm taking you to court. And she more than likely would have gotten around half of what he made, even if with the 3 months of her fucking around and him being in a homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Any judge would have looked at that and would have said, she was supporting you this entire time you were doing this thing. And then when you finally did it, she is inclined to, she did a lot for you. You
They
know,
did
like
go to court though,
Yep.
but she was stalking them and making fake profiles and trying to be, sneaky and conniving for months though.
with the deranged stuff.
And
Yeah,
then
with
the
the other
judge,
wife and shit.
yeah, and then the judge had also said that even though you did all this, you divorced him prior to him hitting. So you
Yeah,
divorced him, and then it wasn't like, oh, I got divorced right before I hit. He turned down that $800,000, and
yeah,
then
but
she divorced him.
yeah, even with that, like with that gap of before he hits it and then he gets the 75 million, even with that, a judge would be like, so for this entire, like, he never would have gotten that 75 million if it wasn't for the 20 plus years of her supporting him financially. Like, and if he did, like James is saying, I agree, he definitely should have had another job. He definitely should not have been, I'm going to work on this full time for 20 years. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is that relationship going to work over time?
Even if it was super part time, you should be
Yeah,
getting something.
but like, he would he potentially have gotten it years later? Yeah, but for 20 years, this lady was busting her ass for you to do this thing, and then even if it was months after the divorce was finalized, like, she still would. If this was real, I believe that she still would have gotten half of that 75 million, even if it was after the divorce.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
because the way it happened in the movie, it probably would have played out like that in real life. Only because you have to watch it to understand. But the way it played out and how crazy she was acting from the time he gave her that check to the time he had already moved on, a lot had happened. Like the house that she lost, he got that back. He basically everything that was predated, he gave her that plus 900 or $9 million extra.
Right.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Everything was time 10.
yeah. So everything at that point, you wiped your hands with it, and everybody moved on because she was clearly moved on prior to him hitting. It wasn't like
Fucking.
she was waiting on him to make it big and still
Right,
She
giving him the
wasn't.
benefit of the doubt. She moved on. She hated him. She was like, "Fuck you and everything you stand for."
Mm-hmm.
And as a man, he was like, "Oh well, I can't forget about her. Let me get shit back with her. Even though you moved on, I appreciate everything you did for me. I always loved you, and I never cheated on you from that time."
Yeah, from college to now, I never did
right,
it.
Yeah,
right.
so he just said, "Hey, you know, here's this. I'm sorry for everything I'm done, but here you go." And then when she started seeing the life that she thought she was gonna have get placed with somebody else, that's when she started to act crazy. It wasn't like she got the check and instantly went crazy. It was,
Yeah,
oh, I got this check. What am I supposed to do with this? Fuck you, fuck you to the sisters. Like you basically told me to leave this man, and he finally made it big. And now what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
yeah,
So to get my perspective, a little quick, little rundown. When I was younger, I just thought she was flat out like in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I seen it as young. I'm like, damn, like you got $10 million. You just selfish at this point. That's what I saw as a kid, or a young man at that point. So now,
Mm-hmm.
6 years later, being married, having a family, I looked at it from both ends. I was like, they both in the wrong. Nobody was right in the
Yeah.
situation.
There's no winner in there.
But I was like, damn, I can understand getting the 10 mil, but I put it in my perspective because I remember talking to James when, our little personal time. I was like, reason why I'm holding on with my relationship is because I don't want to have a future where I see her doing stuff that I was like, I'm actively grinding towards, like teaching you how to drive. And then you end up getting a house. Then you end up having a kid. Everything that I stayed these years for, I don't want to have a alternate timeline where you doing this with somebody else when I've literally been trying to do this with you.
Yeah,
So I understood Taraji P's side on that. But at the same time, I understood the guy like, hey, he was in the wrong for not getting another job. I said that yesterday. I was like, that's some BS. Like, why the hell you can't do your dream and still have a 9 to 5 to support your household
Mm-hmm.
as a man? Like, you
Because you're
can't.
not constantly tweaking for the
Yeah.
next 15 hours every day.
Yeah, you literally just trying to. You already got your finished product or prototype. Only thing you doing is trying to solicit it to people that listen.
Yeah.
That don't require. I mean, yeah, it's fucked up, but you can do that on weekdays or get a job there where if you need to do it in the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday off. Hey, you still can work weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
do you guys know the game Stardew Valley? It's a really simple Nintendo Switch style game where you uh, you basically manage a little village, little
mhm,
64-bit village, and you grow crops and that kind of thing. It's a really time killer, slice of life game.
mhm,
That development process, it was developed by one guy who had never made a game before. And he was like, oh, well, I want to make a game because, I have this degree for like computer engineering and stuff. Let me learn how to make a game and maybe those skills will help me, get a different job down the road. So he literally spent, I want to say it was like 2 years developing Stardew Valley from scratch. And his
mhm,
wife was supporting him the entire time. He didn't have a job. They were living in her parents' house. And he was developing Stardew Valley the entire time. And he admits, like, he goes, I wasn't working every day. Like, there were days where I was just on fucking YouTube and Reddit the entire day and I wasn't doing shit. But it's a rare occurrence where the story actually works out because he starts selling the game and he made millions off of it. And him and his wife were able to buy a house after that, and they're still together. And she
mhm.
holds no animosity or ill will for busting her ass while he was sometimes doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, like, there's no guarantee. But yeah, like I do find it interesting that he was like, they're both wrong because like
Only be
it does seems really baity with you got to pick a side type thing,
Yeah.
especially
yeah,
amongst
it was
men and
only
women.
wrong only because of how it played out after she got the money.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything prior to that, oh man, I'd have been at wit's end. Like, hold on, 30, dog. You got to think about it. They've been together as kids, and then you
hmm
mid 40s at this point, and then you finally hit it. Like after 30 years, bro.
yeah.
Twenty
That's
four
the
hours is long. You talk about 30 fucking years.
that's kind of where I kind of lean towards Taraji P Henson or the female side is because I would feel a fucking way if because I mean the way you said it like with you and Desiree of like you wanted to do stuff and then seeing someone else do it. It's like I've been cultivating this field for fucking 30 years and then the crops going somewhere else. Like what? Like oh, I'm just supposed to figure it out after I was spending 20, 30 years hoping this would work out and it didn't. Like to me, like I wasted a half of my life.
Yeah, and then I was saying this would have been a short movie if she would have came back and said, "Oh, I see everything you did, everything you dreamed of. Let's go ahead and start where now we can start over.
Mm,
Fuck, like you did your shit in college, I did my shit from those 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and start over right now." That'd have been a short ass film. That's why I said you can't think of it that realistically.
yeah, it
But
wouldn't be. No one would watch it. Yeah,
yeah. So I was like, yeah, that was just added fluff. Because in real life, if that shit happened on my end and they moved on that fast, I said I'd be Taraji P. I swear to God.
Really?
I said, I thought, you ain't about to tell me I spent 30 years of my fucking life supporting your ass, basically, literally being a bum until you finally hit. And then you telling me, oh, some other person about to get like, yeah, you cut me a check like 1% of your total billions for the rest of your life. You giving
yeah.
me 1% of that. Oh no, this about to be some, continue. It's about to be 10 million in a year. Like you ain't about to just give me 10 million and that's it.
Really?
It's
You
crazy how
sounding greedy as hell.
right. No, that's what I was about to say.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
30 years is a long time. That's 1%. Like if he just say he got to 70 million, it's not like he just got 75 million. That's it. He's continually going to get the royalties
yeah.
But
of his
royalties
ID.
are small.
He got infinite
No.
money. He's going to be. He's never going to have to work
Yeah.
again
Yeah.
because that
I
IP is
mean,
his. Whatever
yeah.
percentage. I'm just saying. I'm just giving like an example. I
Okay.
don't know what his percentage going to be, but since he was able to keep the license, he's going to keep getting money. He ain't
Yeah.
gonna get 75 million every time, but if it oversell, undersell, you gonna still get a continuing percentage. Get
What's
me.
that? What's
Oh,
that
you go
one
ahead.
YouTube? There's a YouTuber out there that he finds famous people in their cars, and if it's a really nice car, he asks them. He's like, "What do you do for a living?" I don't
I
know if
know
you
that
guys have
guy,
seen those
yeah.
videos. Yeah, he did it to one old dude. He was driving like a Mercedes Benz something, some crazy ass expensive car, and he asked him, "What do you do for a living?" And he goes, "Have you ever gone to a doctor's office?" He was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Have you ever paid with credit card?" He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Every time you do that, I get 10 cents." So like those are royalties, you know, like, and that's a lot of fucking people using credit cards when they're paying for their medical
That's
bills.
a difference though.
But no,
That's
I mean like,
worldwide forever.
but I mean like something like energy, like yeah, that could definitely be something that a
Because
lot of people are using.
he said his idea would give him hundreds of billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he get 1% of that, that's $100 million every year or however quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
So you better give me 5% every year. I don't give a fuck. Like if we separate it, that's where I was like, she can be mad and go through this grief, but not try to kill the man.
Right.
Like that's why I was like, that's when I say she's in the wrong. Like she tried to kill his ass because she can't get that life that he promised her.
It's crazy how that one detail, like if he had picked up a part-time job at Blockbuster, we would be like, hey, he was trying. He was completely in the right.
Yeah.
But that one detail of him not working at the same time, it completely makes this a tightrope act. Like, yeah, that's funny.
And then
but I wouldn't trip though. I'm not tripping.
Well, hold on. Let me ask. Mm-hmm. Let's say the roles were reversed. Mm-hmm. The male and female dynamics were flipped on this. Mm-hmm. How would you feel about it then? If the woman was busting her ass this entire time, not working, but she's working on this little side hustle for 20, 30 years while the guy's supporting her, do you feel like it would be a swing in the other direction? Or do you feel about the same? Like you wouldn't trip? You would be.
I wouldn't trip either way, though.
Really?
Yeah. Because look, I look at life like this.
You look a little hesitant there.
Yeah. Look, I'm my own man. I got my own answers. You feel me? I have always been this way, bro. We are human. You feel me? If they say you think your woman will never cheat on you, I will say anything is possible. Anything can happen. You feel me? And as a man,
fucking Adidas commercial out of anything is possible.
But I always felt like that from jump. You feel me? It just is what it is. And if I do get cheated on, bro, I literally say it is what it is. But do I want to be with you? Do I want to take that, take it and just keep going? I might. Sometimes I might not. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like this. I'm a provider anyway. It's a little bit different from us. We already providers. We already doing what a lot of women would never want to do. Do 100% of the payments and everything like that. I don't got a big issue on that. I can do 90%. I can do 80%. You feel me? But let's say I'm doing 100% for this long, yada, 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 part-time job. I will get highly irritated. I will want her to be cooking and cleaning around the house because I'm doing everything else.
He wasn't doing none of that.
I know. I'll say I will want it though. But but without all that stuff, I'm highly fucking irritated. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you cut me a check of $10 million. I'm not gonna look at you and say, "Bitch, you promised me that damn Mustang," because there's a lot of shit I promised 8th grade sweethearts. There's a lot of stuff I promised my first love of my life. You feel me?
That's funny. He was like, I was bullshitting then.
That shit dead, bro. Once the relationship over, it's dead. And it is what it is. I love you. I'm sick as hell she got that life. Damn. But okay. Time to move on.
But I feel like the 20, 30 years, because honestly, like if I'm in that situation and I'm like, shit, I want this to work out and Shorty's back there supporting me, I would be whispering those sweet little like, "Hey, trust me, like it's gonna work out. We're gonna have a house." He did that. I would be sprinkling that in so like she doesn't lose hope, So like this thing can go for a little longer until my thing is done. Yeah. So like that's a little different, like between like a childhood sweetheart telling them stuff, But like,
also
20, 30 years of telling someone
people
that?
About your business. Never do that.
Yeah, she was
because that's when you get that shit in your ear, and you be like.
But you're gonna tell family though. I mean, family always gonna have all the secrets.
When it's certain shit, I might let you know the light shit, but you're not about to learn the serious shit.
Those sisters are trifling.
That's why I said, without getting too deep, I said that should remind me of my not my situation, but my family. The sisters in that show remind me of my family.
Yeah, and that's kind of the rule of like if you're having problems with your significant other, spouse, girlfriend, whatever it may be, never tell your family because while you may forgive them one day, your family is never going to forget that.
Yeah,
they're not living that daily life.
Yeah, it's gonna hold. They're gonna hold it over every Thanksgiving, every Christmas.
Yeah,
they're gonna.
But she tried to defend them, but the fucked up part about it, that's another key point. He said they support me and you didn't. So that's when the dynamic changed. Like I know you just didn't say like these motherfuckers care about me because the husband of the sister that remind me of my family, he actually supported him, and they, like I said, they put an advance out on their trucks as long as he helped do the job or whatever. So when that's when he got mad. It's like, oh, I finally got to work. He said, oh, they support me and you don't. And that's when Taraji P. That's when I could see the switch in her head. Like, oh, I'm ungrateful, bitch.
The fuck you
I,
just say?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
like. Oh, because I jumped up. I was like, what?
I get that. I would have low key swung on you.
Yeah, I imagine like P.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm imagining
like,
P watching this in like a bathrobe with a glass of wine. Like
dog,
what?
Because I always seen the movie, but since I seen it back then, I was like, I ain't about to watch that shit again. She was in the wrong, and then I seen it again. I'm over here hearing that shit. I'm hearing the micro details now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, how the fuck you mad? And I've been supporting your bum ass for 30. Like, people don't understand how long 30 years is. We just got to 31. We are finally in the age where we're the parents now. That is a long fucking time for me to take care of you and this household to the point where I can't supplement no more income. I'm probably already working 2 or 3 jobs, and you still ain't hit it yet. And then that's why I was like, I was on both sides. But when I said he cut that check and he did everything, he got the house back, he gave her 10 mil, but you moved on. Cause I said, please don't divorce me. You still chose that. So that's when I was like, on his end, I was like, hey, I wipe my hands with it.
That's what I said.
Right,
Your
right.
decisions.
And then I'm in a homeless shelter for 90 days while you getting dick down.
Yo, back blown out?
Bro, I was like, fuck you.
And he didn't even know. He didn't even know.
Bro, oh man, no.
He was fighting a homeless dude. He was fighting a homeless dude for a cot while that was going down. He was trying to get the comfortable pillow and
man.
Because when old girl it's little micro details, but when he had his first bath at old girl house, I bet that was the best bath he ever had in his life.
And he still stayed true to her. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing at all when he was at her house.
But you gotta watch that movie, bro. But yeah, it was fucked up on all ends. But I say they both in the wrong. With my adult eyes, they both in the wrong. They just both in the wrong.
That's good. James doesn't agree. Yeah.
Hey, he said he could support somebody he could support somebody from 18 to 48 and just be okay with a $10 million check.
That's the thing, though. Like,
I would.
Like, there's no fucking person. Like, I'm sure there are people out there that like, trust me, I got this, but they're like the crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to ask someone. Like, hey, trust me, this is gonna like. Imagine like going to your girlfriend or your spouse right now, saying, hey, if we were 18 years old, we were together, and I told you, hey, I have guaranteed year 31 of us being together, this thing's gonna pop off. We're gonna be billionaires. Would you support my ass for 30 years without me working and doing anything? Not many people are going to say, oh, no, yeah, for sure.
I'm not.
Absolutely fucking not. That's a long that's a tall order to ask someone to just watch you in the, behind the scenes try to do shit while I'm busting my ass.
The resentment is going to slowly build. The resentment is going to be building slowly.
Yeah.
And then when you turn around and you say, you ain't helped me, or you ain't he basically said you ain't shit, and then walked off, and then he had to do his little job. So imagine your girl say you ain't shit while you've been supporting her for 30 years. You're at the peak, you're at the climax, but now you at year 30. You about to be homeless. You about to lose your parents' house. And then she turn around and have to work because your family put their neck on the line and say, all right, you gotta come work for us. You can't be late. And then she turn around and say, you ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you telling me you go be okay with a $10 million check? Nah.
Hold on. Now, you had said that
not supposed to be okay with it?
All right.
No, I'm looking at it. Oh, go first.
No, go ahead.
Okay, look, bro. I'm going to look at it like this, right? The way we moving right now, I was not going to touch $10 million. You feel me? So, yes, that's a big lump sum of cash that I would have never probably got. You know what I'm saying? People say hurtful shit. And it is what it is. Like, it's been shit we didn't say it to each other, and I didn't got over it in a day. And everybody not like me. I'm very different, bro. I don't care. You feel me? At the end of the day, I will beat your ass today and love you in 20 minutes with my heart. I ain't gonna be the woman though. But
That's all
like,
fucked up. Okay, all right.
like if the fight go that far, you know how they'd be like, I'm never talking to you again for the rest of my
yeah.
life.
So you're pretty much like you don't hold grudges.
No,
like you're not
at
gonna take
all.
shit too hard. Yeah.
No. You unless you do something very wrong, and my very wrong is kind of high. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Now I'll fight for less, but to break you off, like cut you off the rest of my life, that's really high.
Okay.
You feel me? So I'm different. I'm not everybody. I can say that, but like I said, my irritation, my tolerance is gonna be on the very fucking tip. You say that, I'm gonna cut into you, and then I'll be looking like, damn, do I really love this woman? That's why I've been this whole fucking damn time. You feel me? And then let's say the other bullshit happened. I say, you know what? That was my tipping bar. I'm done with it. You cut me off $10 million. I appreciate that, but you know what? It was too much for me. I'm done with this whole picture, and I will wipe my hands clean. That's me.
Well, I mean, I mean, honestly, that's a good and bad thing. Like, can it fuck you up sometimes?
I do get used a lot. I do get
Yeah,
used a lot.
exactly.
I can say that.
But
Yeah,
I mean, that is something that's like, you know, that is good to be someone that doesn't hold grudges because there's a lot of people petty shit that makes people.
I went cold for a long period of my life, bro, where I hated everybody. And I just want to hurt everybody that's walking. If you had a daddy, I hated you because if I have that daddy, you feel me? Because I ain't had that growing up. You feel me? And it got to a point, bro, where I felt the weight of all that anger on me, bro, and I was not happy with anybody. Everything was a fake smile. Everything, bro. And I got tired of living like that, so I let go. I'm cool now.
Health is wealth. That's very good. It's a good positive thing. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're 47 minutes in. Let's talk about what I've been watching and playing. Yeah, we got to cut a lot of that. Sure. But no, it's good. It's good. I like that. I do like that, P, you're able to go back to a movie over time with different eyes and then get a whole different movie out of it.
Only because the beauty of movies. You can understand both people's perspective. Yeah. That was basically what I was trying to say. It was only one-sided when I was young.
Yeah, for
both
sure.
sides. You can interchangeable now.
Yeah. I do agree on that. That's good. I hated her in the first time I watched it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, honestly, when you were saying it, I was like, okay, yeah, I could see how this could be a very divisive kind of thing. But yeah, so I'll just go, guys. I finished the stream of Alan Wake 2. That's donezo. It's a wrap. It's
yes, sir.
You can watch it. You can watch it now. It's available on Twitch and YouTube at In Depth with E. Holy shit, you guys! It's top 5, one of the best video games I've ever played. Like, no bullshit. It is.
It's Killer Part 1.
Oh, it's killing it and burying it in the backyard. It's
damn.
I would honestly suggest like not even playing part 1
because I downloaded it because I watched your stream.
Yeah, part 1 or the part 2, it kind of like through like a cutscene, it kind of explains what happened in the first game.
Okay.
So you don't absolutely have to play it, but if you want to get a little bit more details, like backgrounds of the stories, you can. But part 2 is like its whole different beast. Like there's so many different. I've never played a game like this that has so many different forms of media in it. So like playing the game, you find these little manuscript pages, and if you find all these manuscript pages and read them in order, it kind of is like a small book of different stuff going on in the game.
Yeah.
There is a music video in one of the levels. It takes place in a late night talk show. And like, as you're navigating through this mission, a music video starts to play from the musical guest of the talk show as you're navigating. And the song will keep going until you finish the level. So like I was struggling a little bit. If you watch the stream, it was like 8 minutes. The song was still going,
Okay.
There's a short film in it. Like there's a scene, one of the levels in the movie, you go through a movie theater, like an old movie theater. And once you finish doing all the mission stuff, a 15-minute short film plays. And if you watch it, you actually get more of the story that you're playing in the game. Like there's so many different facets of shit. Like I've never seen a game like this. You have the live action people playing themselves in the mocap in the game. It's super cool. Like it's such a good introspective story in game. Like it's again, it's unreal. Like it amazes me that this game didn't do better. Like they never made their budget back. So I'm
Really?
hoping there's a third one, but it's fucking good. Like
Didn't he
I
win a
it's
thought
lot
that.
of awards?
yeah. Well, I don't know if they won a lot of awards. I know that they were up for a lot of Game of the Years.
Okay.
But I think they may have gotten it for like level design and theme. But yeah, it's amazing. Like if you haven't played it, like I would recommend don't watch my stream. Just play the game. Like it's good. It's a good 26 hours. Like I'm looking forward.
That's
There's like a
longer than
new
most
game.
games.
Yeah. It is.
Most
Like
games
That's
be in
if
it's
you
that
smart.
16 hour. Yeah,
yeah.
most games
That's
be in
if
that
you smart.
16-hour range.
Yeah.
If
Well, I mean like
you
it definitely, the more you play, the more you get out of it. The more stuff you find, like the collectibles hidden in the game, the more
Hmm.
context you get of the story. So I mean,
Mm.
if you do rush through it, don't care about the collectibles, you might be like, "Oh, the story's okay." But if you try to get as much as you can, it fleshes it out so much in such a good way. Like it's very cool. Like
Okay.
it's amazing.
It's all
It's
about the
great.
deets.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's fucking cool. Like it's like playing a movie that was like done by like David Lynch and Stephen King. Like it's a very
Ooh.
trippy. It kind of starts out like you don't really get the paranormal kind of weird stuff going on right at the beginning, but it starts out like an episode of True Detective where like you are an FBI agent that's coming in from, oh, there's another dead body that we think the serial killer is going on a spree, and then you as the detective, Saga Anderson, end up finding out like, oh shit, like this is actually a bigger thing and
Yeah.
it's crazier than I expected.
Mhm.
It's fucking good. It's goddamn. I it's very few things do like that I watch and play and listen to make me go, man, I wish I could play that for the first time again. This
Oh,
is one
that's
of those
good.
things.
That's
Mhm.
Like
good.
I wish I could play this for the first time again because it's really good. Like I highly recommend
Now I know you a man
it.
of music and the composition, the composure, and all that type of shit, right? How
Mhm.
was the musical score on that?
The music is actually surprisingly good. Like that's actually another one of those different forms of media that they use. Like they do have actual music from like a soundtrack kind of standpoint, like from
Hmm.
actual artists that they use, but they actually use it in the game very well. So like that song I was mentioning for that music video on one of the levels,
Yeah.
if you stop and pay attention to the lyrics, they're actually using the lyrics to kind of explain the story going on as well. So I
Mm.
mean, like it does fit the theme and everything. Because this isn't a spoiler, but the basically the area in the game is heavily influenced by art.
Hmm.
So Alan Wake is a writer. He goes to this area, finds out that everything that he writes down in this manuscript actually happens. So there are entire people and characters that you meet in the game. You find out that Alan Wake created these people because he wrote about them. They
Yeah. Yeah.
exist because he wrote it and it happened. So like he has this power, and the music's the same way. So
Okay.
like they use the songs to like basically change the events of the game. Like it's
Mm.
again
Ah.
it's trippy. It is not, it's not a simple one. That's what I'm saying. Like you kind of have to have a open mind when you're playing it because
Yeah.
it's not just, oh, good guy, bad guy, conflict, the end.
I watched a movie similar to that part, right? It was a book, and it was like if the stories you read in the book come true, that character will come out the book type shit, right?
Mm.
And at one point, I remember the book got burned, and the character that was outside in the real life, he was burning, and
Oh,
that's when he
okay,
found, yeah. So it was like that he wrote that down, they came true type of shit. But
gotcha.
yeah, 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 I'm gonna have to play that game, bro.
Yeah, it's good. Again, visually stunning. It's probably one of the best looking games I've played in a long time too.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
What's next on your hit list?
I think there's DLC. If it's not out yet, there's going to be DLC added to it, so I want to play that for sure.
Okay.
But I do want to go back and play Control, the game that came out before this from Remedy, because
The universe.
that makes a lot of appearances in this game. Like the
Yeah.
Federal Bureau of Control, a couple agents you see, like a couple installations, so they're in the game involved. So
Okay.
those universes are mixed.
That's
Um,
what's up.
yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up with a little bit of one news story with gaming, one news story with TV or maybe movies. So Marvel's moving forward with the X-Men movie after the success of X-Men 97. It's nowhere soon. They are just beefing up the process with finding a writer for it, and then the director casting will come later. So it'll be a couple years, but
Okay.
they saw the success of X-Men 97 and how many eyeballs that's been getting, and they're like, got to strike while the iron's hot. So that's good
Mhm.
if you're an X-Men fan. Hopefully they transfer some of the TV show themes to the movie.
When is the Deadpool and Wolverine movie coming out?
Like July
I've been,
26th or
Yeah,
something.
this summer. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I've been
I
seeing a
know
lot
That,
of ads.
that's gonna be a banger regardless.
oh yeah, I think what's his name? Bob. Was it Bob Iger? Yeah, the head of Disney. Pretty much said they're going to be restructuring how the frequency of when they release stuff. So they're banking on for the future. I think it was 1 or 2 movies a year, and then they want to do I think 2 or 3 TV shows a year. So they don't
Mm.
like they feel like in the beginning of the whole phase and the switch to the Disney Plus and all that it was oversaturated. You had people
Way
that
too
were like,
much.
I got to keep track of 6 fucking shows to understand what's going on in the movies.
You're
So they
right
want to
though.
reel that in. They want to reel that in a little bit, rightfully so. So hopefully we get the quality over quantity, and
Yeah.
get some good shit again.
I
But
just
yeah,
hope they don't child
Deadpool.
proof everything that comes out. Like if
Yeah, I
a
don't like
movie's
that.
supposed to be rated M, let it be M.
Yeah,
Like don't be trying to sugarcoat a lot of
Because the
stuff
comics
because you're
good bloody.
Disney.
yeah. I want to
Yeah.
say Deadpool 2 is R. I want to say it's got
Yep,
the full
yep.
R. So but
Hard
But you
R.
know how like
we'll see.
one Venom R or supposed to be R, and then they toned it down to PG-13.
I want
I
to
mean, I
say
don't know, it
yeah,
don't have nothing to do with Disney, but still, it's like
yeah,
Venom ain't no play as character. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then you go, and that's why the movie never got no shine because we expecting this stuff from the comics in the
Yeah,
video game, and then you telling me the only thing this dude is sticking his tongue out, climbing up the damn wall. Like, come on
yeah,
now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Carnage. That was, didn't Carnage come out?
yeah. That was the second one. Yeah.
It's like,
That one definitely should have been like a give kids nightmare type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was not that. And you had Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one superhero movie that I feel like they're not fully using Tom Hardy like they could have been because Tom Hardy's a
Mm-hmm.
great actor.
mm-hmm.
All right, and the final news story we have today is Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was officially announced with a teaser trailer. I'm liking it, guys. There's
Mm-hmm.
rumors that it is the, people are still unsure if this is supposed to be the Gulf War game that we were talking about, or is this a whole new one? But the promotional material, the teaser clip that released over the week was guys sneaking into Mount Rushmore and putting blindfolds over the presidents,
Yeah.
having trucks driving around New York City with these weird kind of conspiracy like banners on the side of the truck.
Yeah.
So there's a rumor that this game is going to have a September 11th episode
That's what I
or
heard.
level.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be the next no Russian episode of Call of Duty, and if it
Yeah.
is, I don't know if some people are ready for it because if you think about it, a lot of people that play Call of Duty now were born after 9/11. So is it going to have that same kind of impact that no Russian did? We don't know, but
Mm.
I want it. I'm
I
going to
do
play it
too.
no matter
I
what.
do too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing about
Zombies ain't gonna be on this one, is it?
I don't
it
know.
should.
I don't
Black
know,
Ops is
but I
where it
know.
all started, kind of sorta.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be. It's being made by Treyarch. They did the first Black Ops games,
Mm-hmm.
and this game I think had a 4-year development window. This is the longest game
That's
they've
what I
actually
heard.
worked on.
But I heard it
So
was only 2 though. I know it was 4.
no, I want to say it was 4.
Okay,
They've been working
okay.
on this for a minute. But yeah, so that has me feeling good. Like apparently they what was the number? Like
They
they
always did
have like
1 year at first.
yeah, because they would switch between Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and then I think Machine Games, and then
Wasn't
they
it like
switched it.
Sledgehammer?
Oh yeah, Sledgehammer. That's what it
Yep,
was
yep.
with Raven, and then yeah, now Treyarch has had some time to work or cook on this one. But yeah, I want to say I don't want to. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say they had come out and said like the game it's done, ready to go. They've had like 200 hours of testing already on the game of like
Mm-hmm.
just people playing it and getting data from it. So It's
That's
more
the
more
first.
polished. Yeah, more polished than they've had in a
Oh
long
my
time.
God, that is the first, bro. They be crunching numbers in August. Talking
And that's the
about,
only thing that scared me. Like all this hype, all this build up, and then we get the zombies that we just got.
oh, I
Yeah,
hate
I'm
this mode.
gonna just keep mine
I do want
until
to
I see it.
Yeah. I know you guys are you're not pre-ordering shit, but I do want to
Oh
say
no, never again. Hell
it's
no.
been a minute since we've seen a Call of Duty with this kind of marketing to it, where like the
Mhm.
physical, like actual cars in the street type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. The people.
I want to say it's like Modern Warfare 3 is the last one that I can think of, like back in the 360 days. So I'm optimistic. Like I'm high on this one,
I
guys.
just hope they can create a game where you can't buy hacks for the game, especially for the online play. That's gonna be a hard, tall task. But if they can prevent that code from getting leaked to make that, then this would be a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, I'm just hoping for a good story. Just give me a really solid campaign.
Yeah, longer than 6 hours. Shit.
Yeah. Just give me a good solid campaign. Just give me a Draco. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm thinking about just now? Last minute thing. Remember the clips I saw on the Call of Duty that said it was supposed to be this one, and it was super realistic in like an urban neighborhood type of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of it being the new Modern Warfare 3, I think it might be this one now. They probably got the titles mixed up because they're working on it for so long.
Yeah, it's kind of muddy right now because you do have the Black Ops 6 that confirmed what we're talking about, and then they're still talking about Call of Duty 2025, the one that comes out next year. So it's because there's going to be one next year too, and I think that next one is going to be the new consoles only. Again, I could be wrong.
I barely had a PS5.
Yeah, we've been moving on this one. But yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. This has been Off the Top with Eric Paris and Red. I am one of your hosts, Eric, and joining me tonight, we're
your boy P.
And your boy Red. I love you.
All right, love you guys.
Like and subscribe.
Have a good one. Have a good week. We will talk to you next time.
Enjoy your holiday. Gang, gang.
Anniversary gang, gang.
Yeah.